Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to explain what is MRCS Part A. So this is a platform which has a collaboration with the Fellow Med Prep and the M.D.Zafar lectures. I am Dr. Danish and I will be taking you through the MRCS Part A. So I will introduce myself first. I am currently fourth year FCPS resident of orthopedic surgery and I have completed my MRCS Part A as well as MRCS Part B. So first of all, I will explain what is MRCS. MRCS is the membership of Royal Colleges of Surgeons. It is a postgraduate exam which has two parts. It has a part A and it has part B. Now, part A is the main topic which I will be explaining today, and later on, I will explain about MRCS part B as well. So, MRCS exam, both exams are conducted by an intercollegiate affiliation that has England, Edinburgh, Ireland, as well as Glasgow. So, both part A as well as part B is going to have same level of difficulty, and they are judged on the standards so that a standard is maintained throughout all the colleges and all types of paper A as well as paper B. So, we must think that why we are going to take this exam. So, what are the advantages? First of all, we can get our CV improved, and there is other thing that after completing MRCS, both parts, we can get GMC UK registration, and we can also apply for specialist training, especially ST3 plus after completing MRCS exam. So regarding the eligibility, we have the MBBS degree. That is the only requirement. There is no need for any English exam or any surgical experience, and it can definitely be taken during your internship, that is otherwise known as your house job. So the important and most beautiful thing about this exam is that it has a very tightly managed schedule. It is held 3 times in a year, and the times, dates, months, everything is available on their website. So we have January, April, and September. These are the three main attempts in which there are different dates which are available on the RCS England and the Edinburgh or their intercollegiate websites. You can go and check. So once you decide that you have to take, for example, January attempt, then you must start preparing at least 3 to 4 months before that, because otherwise you're going to mess up, because there is a lot of syllabus that is required to be covered. So, shortly, how to apply? You will go to the rcsengland.ac.uk, and the only thing that is important is you have to submit your attested MBBS certificate, and the fees is around 550 to 600 pounds. It can vary depending upon your location, because specifically in Pakistan, in addition to this, you're going to get some taxes, and it is going to be way more uh, from a person who is going to apply from outside Pakistan, or you can have different taxes for your specific country if you are from India or any other country. So this is the current latest exam, which will be conducted on Tuesday, 16th September 2025, and the closing date is around 3rd July. So once you have applied for the exam, for those who are serious for this attempt, about 1 month before the exam, person in view, which is a third party person, view is going to contact you, and they are going to give you a window during which you will book your exam seat in the center. So they are the third party through which you will be getting your specific seat in that city or in that time duration. The important thing is that the exam will be conducted on the same date throughout the world. So, and it will be online. So, this venue will be of your choice. So, during this window, please make sure that you are available, because seats gets booked very fast, but they have the responsibility to provide you with a seat. You might get difficulty in getting a seat in your required city, but they are going to definitely provide you with a seat, so that is for sure. So as I've already explained about the preparation time, the thing is that this exam is taken by some of them are house officers, some are doing their house job, some are in their PG level, some are in their SR level that they have done their specialization, like their consultant. So every person has a different job schedule, their availability is different. So if you can provide 3 to 4 or even more hours, then you have to study accordingly. So that is why you have to see that if you're doing your house job, can you manage the time accordingly or not? Now, the thing is that it is roughly said that about 50 MCQs daily is the requirement, but if you have two different approaches. You can either start with the MCQ or you can go with a specific topic. I will explain that later on as well. So regarding the overview of the exam, it is a 300 MCQ based exam and it has 5 hours. And it is a computer based exam which is taken by the person in wheel. Now regarding the paper 1, so in paper 1, you are going to be tested for the anatomy, that is the main chunk of the MCQs, then physiology, pathology, stats and ethics. So they're going to be 3 hours and you're going to get 180 MCQs and it is around 1 MCQ getting 1 minute. So you're going to get 1 minute to solve each MCQ and then there's going to be a 30 minutes break and then you will be getting your second paper. Now, regarding the second paper, it is a bit difficult. You have to prepare more vigilantly for paper B of MRCS Part A because if the person who is preparing is a PG training, they are having regular visits of the wards. They are more close to the clinical side. They are going to have better concepts of surgery in comparison to a person who is having a non-training job or who is a demo or having a medical officer job in the periphery. So you have to see that what is your positive and what is your weak point and then prepare accordingly because you're going to be tested for all the surgical specialties. In comparison to the IMM exam, which is the exam which is conducted at 2 years, you get a choice that you can choose between some of the specialties in paper B. But in MRCS Part A, you do not get the choice. You have to go through 120 MCQs, which will be from all the specialties, and you will get 2 hours, sorry, which is around 120 minutes. And again, you will be getting one question per minute. So this is the PDF which I have shared. So before starting your preparation, get yourself acquainted with which area is going to give you how much MCQs because it is definite that they will give you MCQs from this sequence. So anatomy is going to get 75 questions. You can take screenshot or even I have uploaded this in my WhatsApp group. You can go through this document and after that start your preparation because this document is very important. As you could see that general principles are getting more questions as compared to the systems, but you have to do all of these systems as well. So general pathology is going to give you 9, but all the systems are going to have 2 questions each. Similarly, these are the rest of the divisions for paper A. Then regarding paper B, you're going to be tested for congenital as well as acquired surgical problems. Again, you have every system and you have questions. So here you could see that uh, gastrointestinal disease and orthopedics, they are going to have a major bulk of this section. Then you have some vascular and cardiovascular. They are going to get 4 questions, but you have 2 to 3 areas which are only going to get 2 MCQs. So when you are preparing, make sure that you get a very strong revision for those units which are going to get more MCQs. You can leave these MCQs to only past papers and all that, but always get a good understanding and grasp of the knowledge because paper 2 is the reason which most of the candidates get to fail the exam. The thing is that they are going to test you according to the latest guidelines. So that is very important. You have to go through the EMRCS very effectively to get very strong concepts so that whatever they ask you, you can answer. So again, the second chunk of the paper B is from the perioperative management, which includes intraoperative, perioperative, post-op care, which is the main bulk, and then we have nutrition and other topics. And then the other chunk which is going to be tested is from the trauma section, which is going to test you for the general trauma, shock, wound, burns, fractures, and organ specific. So organ specific trauma, you're going to get 10 MCQs. It is easy if you have good concepts. You can easily get these answers correct, but you have to read very thoroughly for this. So, in terms of the recommended study material, the Royal Colleges have recommended some certain materials, which includes EMRCS, which has two types. That is the online as well as the offline. Offline and the online PDFs I have uploaded in the group, they are almost same. So focus on the offline EMRCS. Pastest and Raftery were used previously. If you get time, then you can definitely go through Pastest. But my personal experience is that I will not recommend this. Then they have also recommended that one should be very much familiar with the NICE guidelines, though they are very well descriptively present in this EMRCS. If you have time or if you think that you need to uh, get through those guidelines, go check their website and get a good understanding of the guidelines. They are freely available at the NICE guidelines website. So, what are the additional materials which are available? These are the different notes, but mind my words that all of these notes have same text written in different colors and different shapes. The important out of these are the folio sheets, which are a must. Recalls are must. Reminder like Salah notes, Vida notes, they all have same materials. I have added all of them in the PDFs, so you can consult them. I will now personally, I will share my personal experience, which of these notes I used for my preparation. So I would recommend that use the EMRCS question bank, which is highly focused, well exam oriented, and it is written in a very beautiful way. Add Natter Atlas and then FOSIA sheets, which are a must do, especially 1 or 2 weeks before the exam. Then now recalls are going to be around 50 to 60% of your paper. So always get hold of the last 5 years of recalls. Then Omaima notes. Omaima notes are basically the one-liners, and like you have the statement, and at the end you have one line answer. uh, I would recommend that you do the Omaima notes in such a way that you place a paper on the answer section, you hide it, and then you read the question, and then you test for yourself that whether you know that answer or not. If you do, you can take it, but if you do not know that question's answer, then mark it. Like at the end of the whole page, you will have like 10 MCQs that you need to do again. Rest of them are very well done in your previous preparation. So believe in yourself and be confident. The link is going to be completed. I will send a second link. So kindly join that and I will resume the meeting from there. So now I'm going to continue from here. So I would recommend that you use all these materials. Now I will arrange you uh, like how you have to actually use these. So regarding my personal experience, so I started with the anatomy because that is going to be the main bulk of the exam. And then I started with the offline EMRCS. And whenever I was doing any MCQ, I used to write the plate because in letter you do not have the pages. What is the most important diagram which is going to help me with this MCQ? Then once I was done with the whole EMRCS, I shifted to the EMRCS concise, which only has a question and it has the answer, and it has a single line of explanation which is most important related to that question. So whenever I was in the wards or when I was not able to do my regular study, I used to revise. So active recall is going to play a very important role during your preparation. And then I also added Umaima notes. Again, I have explained that how you will be using them. These are one-liner and they are very important, especially for getting a good hold of MCQ exam. Now, at the last, I added the recalls from the last 4 to 5 years. It is very important to do the recalls. Now, how to do the recalls? There are set after doing recall, for example, you do the recalls of 2020. There were around 200 MCQs which were found, and you read through all of that document. Now, what happens is that out of those 200, around 120 MCQs, for example, will be of those topics which you have already covered in the EMRCS, Omaima notes, and your own handmade notes. Now, out of the 80 questions, you have to see that out of these 80, how many questions I have to read almost every day. You just need to go through those MCQs and try to have a very little detail of those MCQs. So at the end, when you will be doing these recalls in the second or third go, try to go through these 80 or 70 or 60 MCQs. In the second go, uh, you will get like only 50 MCQs, for example. Then try to go through those 50 MCQs on regular basis so that on one end you have your EMRCS revision going on the other end you have your recalls going on. And then when you have around 3 weeks left, go through the FOSIA sheet. Now, go through the Fourier sheets through the same manner. Like they have two Fourier sheet notes. There is Fourier sheet 1 and 2. It has around 200 MCQs each, and they are having all of the explanations. So again, in Fourier sheets, you will find a lot of MCQs which are just having same concepts from the Umaima notes or from the EMRCS concise or your main EMRCS. Now, yeah. Out of these Fourier sheets, what I had only 2 pages. Like I had written one complete page of one-liners, and I had second page, and the rest of the MCQs were very much clear to me. So I only gave for the sheets like 2 to 3 reads. But these MCQs, which I have highlighted or written down in a separate notebook, I used to revise them because they were a bit difficult and anything I could not found in any of these notes. So I wrote them down in a separate area. So at the end, when you have your final revision, in that you're only going to go through your handmade notes, or if you follow some course, like I have started this online YouTube series, you can only go through those videos and revise everything that you have learned and see that which area is the thing which you need to add. So add that in your notes and try to have a minimum resource, because if you get all the resources, then it will be very difficult for you. So try to have minimum resources, but try to use these. These are the like minimum resources that you need to do, and they're definitely going to help you. Now, regarding some specific tips in this, the very important thing is that please get a physical form or a printed copy of all the notes, like EMRCS. Get a physical copy of Omaima notes. Fourier sheets and recalls are not much required, but if you think like you need to go through them physically, then please get those as well. So, I have added my YouTube videos to guide you, especially when you're in your wards, in your duties. Like, you cannot carry your books everywhere. So the thing is that I have added high yield diagrams, which I found I could not have at my time, so that I you can visualize your concepts. Because once you have a picture, especially from the netter or from the net, that help you solidify your concept, that is going to help you reduce the syllabus which you actually have to revise. Like you are very good with the upper limb anatomy, you will just see the pictures or you will just go through the video in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you will be done and dusted with the upper limb. Same goes for the lower limb, physiology, pathology, perioperative care. So you have to be very smart in your studying. So I have devised two schemes that you can use, but feel free to experiment with your self as well. So first of all, do any topic from EMRCS, then try to listen to the videos and pause it and try to revise or add on all the points which you know regarding that area. And then you can also do revisions from your own notes, or you can rely on these videos. I believe videos are going to help you with your visual as well as listening as well as your passive memory as well. So they are very helpful. Other thing you can do, if you think that you first of all require the videos, then listen to those videos and then do the EMRCS and then use revision through the videos or your own handmade notes. So how to use EMRCS? EMRCS is though very well structured and organized exam, but it is quite boring. As you could see from this diagram, it is only a black and white notes. So first of all, get a physical copy so that you can write, you can highlight, and you can. So I will tell you how to use them. So first of all, specifically for anatomy. So for example, this is the MCQ that which of the following forms the floor of the anatomical snuff box. So what you will do that I used to add the plates from the netter right over here so that when I am revising these, I will also open directly plate 455. I will not be running through different pages and wasting my time. Similarly, for this MCQ, I added the plate and I try to solidify the concepts like whatever is written, try to write them in your own words. So again, like you could see that this is a very boring and very lengthy paragraph. And what I did, I wrote it down in the form of a very well structured table. I read it and made it. Like it took in the first reading, it took me quite a long time. But whenever I was revising it, I was directly going through this topic, this table. Like this is the foramen of Bogdalog hernia, and this is for the foramen of Morgagni hernia, which is present anterior, which is posterior, which is having which thing. So I can revise. So your revisions are going to be very effective. So if you need these handmade notes, I can do that as well. For that, I will have to rewrite them completely on a new form. If you are willing, I can do that because it will revolutionize your revision. So if you're interested, just let me know. I will try to make them and in a one PDF or one area so that you all can benefit. Then again, what else I did that, for example, this is the MCQ number 75 and it is having information about the Macus diverticulum. First, I try to add this diagram. Then what I did that in my second, third revision, I added this that MCQ number 255 is also having information about this topic. MCQ number 207 is also having information about Macus diverticulum. So I tried to like bring all the information in one area so that when my revision, I will not be wasting my time. I have added all the things which I need to know about Macus diverticulum in one area. Hmm. Similarly, out of this text, I divided this into this flowchart. So this made your revision and like this makes your life easy. So try to use these things. And if you need my help, just let me know. I am always available for any sort of help. Now, again, as you could see that this is all the information about the colon polyp. So what I did, I made a table. Sorry. So I made a table in which I divide them into different types and I use different color schemes. So intermediate is divided into this and it is related to this pathology. I change the color. And regarding the juvenile polyposis, there are certain additional things which I've added. So either you try to do this yourself or I will also try to make these flow charts so that it will make your life very easy, specifically when you are doing your revision. And also mind that try to get MRCS Part B as soon as possible, because same topics and same concepts are tested in that as well. So here is a reference to my channel where I have started to add the EMRCS question bank, where I have a question, its answer, one line explanation. So this is the thing which was already available everywhere. But what I did is that I converted it into a digital form and I've added this diagram. So as you could see that what is the course of median nerve related to, either you can cram it or you will have to write it and search it from the net, that which diagram is like it. So I tried to save time for you guys, and I have started this series. Like it is even easier for me to explain and it is very easy for you to revise. So in your final revision, if you only go through these videos or even these diagrams, you're going to not miss any MCQ specifically, because in MRCS, they're going to ask you about different relationships. Hmm. What is anterior? What is posterior? Which vessel is going above which or from which area it is passing? So these are the important MCQs which you will be tested. So again, these are few examples where I've like it took me a lot of work to do, but I am currently preparing these lectures and I'm currently uploading them on my YouTube channel as well, and they are freely available. And even I have added my handmade notes which are available nowhere. I have added these colorful diagrams to get you the concept, and even they are very important for me till now. Like these notes I made even before starting preparation for my MRCS. So they're definitely going to be of a lot of help for you guys as well. So at the last, this is just a sketch of the study plan, which was requested by a lot of members in the group. So, for example, you have 3 months for MRCS, and in the first month, try to build strong foundation. I cannot focus more on this point. Now, in first 2 weeks, try to cover as much anatomy as you can. You can take more time, but for example, you took 1 month. So, in order to carry other subjects, try to give only 1 to 2 hours to your anatomy and then add physiology, pathology. You can use the anatomy for like EMRCS guide or anything, and you can add my YouTube channel or any course if you like to join, because different students have different level and different background of knowledge. If you have strong knowledge, then you can definitely go with these notes. They have very structured information. But if you are like me, that you require someone to explain that topic to you, then definitely go and have a concept about that topic and then do the notes. Similarly, in the third week, you can add physiology and pathology. So once you are going deep into your study, please try to revise on the weekends, because active recall is going to be your source. Try to make your own flashcards, try to make your own handwritten notes. They are going to be very useful. So I have, I guess, given you all the tricks to use EMRCS, which are not available anywhere, because this is my personal experience. So in week 4, you can do the stats and microbiology. This is a very small section. So in that, add anatomy, physiology, or anything which got weak in the first month. So once you are done with your first month, in your second month, you will be doing two things. You will be revising your basic sciences and you will be adding your surgical principle knowledge into that. So in week 5, you can start with the general surgery topics, which include wound healing, inflammation, shock, trauma, and then again use the notes and videos. And also for the basic sciences, shift to the Umaima notes. So you're studying 2 to 3 hours for the general surgery, then please give 30 minutes or 40 minutes, because that way you will be having less and less knowledge which you need to revise every day. So if you did Umaima notes, upper limb, lower limb, and thorax, and you know that I only need to revise these 20 MCQs of lower limb, and okay, I need to work more on the thorax, I am completely done with the upper limb. So in that, you will start to develop the confidence that you need on the exam day. Then in the week 6, you can add the surgical subspecialties. Again, go to that document which I have uploaded and see that which specialty is going to be tested more, and then put equal amount of time into that specific area. Then, very importantly, in week 7, you can add the critical care and perioperative care. It is frequently tested, and there are a lot of syllabus to cover. You will be tested for fluids, electrolytes, anesthesia, nutrition, and now again, revision is going to be very important. Then again, if you can get any mock exam, then do prefer using that and do an analyze your performance. So how you can do this? At this point, I will prefer if you can buy the online MRCS, then the use of it will be that you will be getting a like physical graph formation for your uh, preparation. But if you do not want to spend money, that is totally fine. Pastest has different set of MCQs and EMRCS online has different set of MCQs. The thing is, Pastest has given a lot of information which is not usually required for the MRCS Part A. EMRCS offline has all the relevant information written in a very structured way which is going to be helpful. And if you try to use EMRCS the way I have told you, you're definitely going to ace your revision and inshallah your exam as well. So revision is going to be the main thing that I am focusing again and again. So in the final month, uh, go with the recalls and work on your weak areas. Try to add Fosdia sheets, go through the wrong questions specifically, and try to use your active recalls. And now, in the final week, try to relax and try to focus on the pictures which you have added. So, what you can do in your phone's gallery, you can make screenshots of different pictures which you, or you can take screenshots from the documents that I have uploaded. And even I will make sure that I provide you with the PDFs of the things which I am making in the group. So revise from that and be confident about your preparation. So in the end, after this, we will take the questions. So we have to do the active recall, understand the anatomy relationships. This is very important point. And try to do timed MCQs like in the online EMRCS, like time yourself, put a timer on your phone, and then do the MCQs so that you can have a real exam stimulation. So, and very importantly, if you can get a mock test, then do get, because they are going to give you new questions. Though the syllabus is same, concepts are same, they're going to be in a different form to get your concepts further rectified and questioned. So, in the end, have a positive mindset and start your preparation. For any further guidance, you can text me or ask in the group. And if you're new, you can join the group and get all the updates regarding MRCS Part A exam. So, this is all from my side. So, if you have any questions, you can add in the chat or you can ask in the group as well. So, now I will take the questions.